Andrew McEvoy from Business Events Australia. Can you tell us a bit about where Australia sits in a global environment?
I think Australia's a really sought after destination in the business events world. It's normally in the top three. If you could wake up tomorrow and time and cost and distance were no issue, it'd be Australia often. But those are issues, and that's our battle. A lot of competitors, but we're doing well. It grew by about 8% in dollar terms last year, and we're very much on track to reaching our 2020 target. So we're in a very good place.
And how's the rest of the world looking at us? What are their perceptions?
I think we've done a lot of research on this, and in terms of things like incentives, we're number one in the world for probably unsurpassed natural beauty, and we're also pretty strong in our cosmopolitan cities and our event spaces. So the world looks at us, I think, with a lot of desire and a lot of aspiration, and it's really about converting that desire and that aspiration. That's our challenge.
Fantastic. And how are we going or dealing with the Asian market?
Asia's really booming for Australia in general, obviously China, but not just China. India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, all growing for us. We're seeing growth out of the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam's coming online. So genuinely we're living in the Asian century, and Australia is a sort of a Western developed destination right on the doorstep. You know, one-stop, non-stop flight, same time zone, so the opportunities are endless.
Where are we sitting in a global environment?
I think if you look at the ICA data, international meetings were about 16th, so we could do with some improvement there. But I just look at what's happening for our industry, and it's growing, the dollar value is growing, people are returning to profitability. So I think in world terms we're doing pretty well. There's a United Nations World Tourism Organisation survey that says we're number 42 in the world for arrivals, but we're number 8 in the world for total tourism receipts, and we're number 1 in the world in terms of spend per visitor. So that says to me that we're a high yield boutique destination that's doing pretty well.
Fantastic. And how are we, having the perception of business travel to leisure travel?
Yeah.
How are we pushing that business travel boat?
Business travel is really important. At Tourism Australia, we obviously have a strong leisure focus, but also through Business Events Australia, a strong BE focus. It's doing really well. When we set a target back in 2010, it was an $8.5 billion industry that we wanted to double in value. It's already reached $12.5 billion after about 3 years of the plan. So we're ahead of target, and we're well on our way to doubling the value by 2020. So it's something we really focus on. Trade shows, road shows, delegations, but you can't replace shoe leather and face-to-face contact. We do a lot of that all over the world.
And how are our TV commercials doing?
Very good. There's nothing like Australia launched in 2010, 25 countries, 17 languages. The ad alone's been downloaded more than 25 million times, so it's really well received. People have a voracious appetite for Australia. As I said, our job is to sell off the back of that.
And why shouldn't they?
Well, they should, absolutely. We're a great destination, we're worth travelling to. What we see with the meeting plan is when people come here, particularly incentive or corporate meeting travel, they go back pumped up, ready for business and really productive. So I think Australia is one of the great business event destinations in the world. We just need more people to come and try it out for themselves.